Well, hello. Welcome to Drawing with Fire. I'm Valerie, your neighborhood pyrography artist, here to help guide you on your burning adventures. And I'm joined today with hubby.
Hubcap.
And we are looking at noses. Yep, we're doing noses today. For the board, I only hand sanded because I can't get to my sanders right now. But it is still smoother than originally.
It's not because our garage is a mess.
Hi, Eve. Hi, Beetle. All right.
We have a lot of people.
References. And let me pop those up for you.
We have, looks like Adele had, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Hi, Adele.
And I don't know how to pronounce that name because it looks like it's, I don't know what language that is. And it might be Arabic. I don't know.
It's okay. Hi, everyone.
Yep, Beetle on the Wax is here. Eve.
Hi, Kathy. Let's zoom you guys in a little bit.
Yep, and there we are.
All right. Yeah, yes, Kathy. Noses, not noises. All right, got everything.
The one making noises.
Okay, I think I'm going to start with the Colwood today. So let's turn that down.
Clarice is here.
Hi, Clarice.
She's asking if I have any Clarice jokes. Well, I know Clarice.
He's a dad. He can come up with all kinds of jokes.
Don't try me.
Try him. All right. So this is the older gentleman's nose.
That was a mistake.
And I'm just doing the nose. One thing I did forget last week was to get the older gentleman's eye burnt. So I need to get that done.
Grandpa Podge is here. He says, hi, I'm new to your live videos, but I've watched many of your videos and they are very helpful.
Hi, Grandpa Podge.
And Adele is using Google Translator, apparently.
Oh.
But he is hoping to learn about pyrography, more about pyrography.
Very cool. Okay, so this is the...
It might be Adele.
flat round shader. This is a polished tip from Colwood, which is one of the reasons I like it. It's still hot though. I am just shy of 0.
You're not
shy of 1. And I'm gonna go ahead and touch down on one of the darker areas, so I don't have to worry about trying to blend. And I don't think I'm going to worry about this gentleman's facial hair.
Okay.
Because I really do want to get through all 3 of these today. And the baby nose is a very special baby nose for us. In fact, we get to see this baby nose tonight.
And the rest of her, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I do believe they are bringing the rest of her from Phoenix. Good. So, let's see here. So I'm just trying to get the darkest areas, and I'm trying not to burn over those lines. And because I lift it off, the pen's going to be hotter. So let's kind of touch down in a darker area and move over. I'm just trying to pull some of the heat out of the tip so it'll burn lighter. It will regain its heat very quickly. It's just so I don't have touchdown blobs. And then we also have some darker area where the eye socket and the nose come together. This time I'm going to blow on the tip to cool it off. And there we go. And then I'll slow down to let it heat up and darken. So how's everybody doing? I wonder how far our delay is. It always throws me off. It's like, I want an answer now. But they haven't heard it yet. So let's get that in. And we have a darker area on the left for the lighting for this photo. It's just a royalty photo royalty-free photo that I got on Google just because I wanted the nose. I was looking for people that could be everybody's family. That way, if you're making a gift, you have a better idea of how it's going. Let's see here. Right about there should be good. So this is a little darker here, but I am going to blow on the tip because it's not as dark as the other side. Oh, I thought of, and it's still dark. Oh well. I thought of a cool idea. I don't think I'll do it, but I thought of something cool.
Kathy says she's doing great. Eve says good. Beetle Box says okay. And Grandpa Podge says doing well. Thanks.
Oh, good.
And I'm doing okay too.
You doing okay too?
Yep, I'm having the official food of artists and college students everywhere.
Oh, it must be ramen.
It is ramen. But you knew that.
Well, no, I didn't look. Now, this you're meant to know is his head is tilted sideways. That's why it looks the way it does. It's not because of any other reason. Anyway, so the idea I had was to take all these different facial features and cut them out like puzzle pieces and then just kind of put them all together in different ways. I just thought that would be funny. Especially after seeing the eyes last week.
Oh yeah,
the baby.
That was freaky.
Yeah, so I thought it would look freaky to kind of make it into a puzzle piece, make each one of them puzzle pieces that, well, it'd be more like squares, just so you could.
When you get done with the series, you could just cut out all the faces, and then you could just randomly make different faces out of all the pieces.
That's what I'm saying. It would be so cool looking. But I only did like one eye. Luckily, there's only one nose, so I don't have to worry about that.
Fuel. But I don't know.
I just thought it'd be funny.
Kathy says she's getting her art fix before getting started to prepare for tomorrow's feast.
Yeah. Let the stress begin. Alright. Unfortunately, we're missing 3 of our kiddos tomorrow. We got grandbaby, so she's got a lot of work to make everybody smile. We're missing Cole, Serica, and Corinne.
Yep.
But we got Jessie and Jessica. That still makes me happy. This is the sanded eraser. I'm just trying to get the graphite off. I'm not too worried if it lightens the burn right now. It's still there, so I can always go back over it. I'm not worried about it. In fact, these darker areas I will go back over. I'm just trying to get rid of it.
I think this is the first chat we've had that hasn't had Grace in it.
Oh, she may have holiday stuff going on. She may have travels to do. I don't know.
Isn't Grace in Canada, though?
No, Eve's in Canada. Grace is in Washington. She's
sorry.
in Seattle.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry.
Remember, A?
Yes. I'm sorry, Eve. I forgot all about it.
Don't mind him, Eve. Alright, let's see what else I can pull out.
Canada used to be my neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
And look.
You could see it from your front porch. Sorry, I had to. I had to. We'll stop there. I had to, though.
Good Lord. We don't claim her.
Okay, we're just not gonna go there. I was just being silly. Alrighty.
Kathy says, "Thank God there's only one nose. I have a hard enough time trying to match eyes on a face."
Ah, yes. Luckily though, no one's eyes are perfect. And thankfully, nobody's eyes are perfect in either size or location. It's still gonna be a little hot, but that's okay. This is a dark area, and let's bring it together. In about half an hour, I'm gonna announce something hopefully people like. So stick around. I'm excited about it. Alright, since the pen is losing some of its heat, I can go into the lighter shaded areas and get those down without picking up my pen, because once I pick up my pen, it's going to start reheating.
That's true.
I'm going to take advantage of this lighter heat or shading going on. Let's see here. This one's a little darker. That's okay. Remember, there's in a lot of photos you might be burning for relatives. They're not if they're further away in the photo, you're going to put less detail in. And if they're closer together, you're going to be doing more detail like this. Let's see here. He's got pores that are a little larger, so... And I went around the pencil line. I know it's there. I'm getting a little bit of burning down, so I can go back and darken later. And I'm doing really light right here until I can put the pores in. And I'm going to use I think I'm going to use a ball tip for the pores. That way I can control a little better the shape of them. And hopefully have them be a little more realistic looking.
So this secret announcement is what we were talking about earlier?
Yes.
It is exciting.
Did you have to check to make sure you weren't left out?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I pulled out.
But if you're toasty, it's very exciting news. And if you don't know what a toasty is, if you
welcome
subscribe to this community,
you're a toasty.
You're a toasty.
Whether you burn or not, you're a toasty. We'll claim you. You're always welcome here.
And I got my stuff out of the kiln, and since last live stream, I got to actually roast some marshmallows.
Oh, that's right.
At the kiln.
That's right. Oh, what, the kiln?
Yes. Roasting at 2100 degrees Fahrenheit. No,
those were some toasty marshmallows.
It's epic. Tommy, co-worker, student. Yeah. He roasted a hot dog in the kiln. But it was maybe a little overdone in a few seconds. So
Bubbles.
I wouldn't recognize that. I
recommend
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't recognize it either.
Because it didn't look like a hot dog?
No.
Okay, so right here we have hair under his nose. I'm just going to put some shading in that would be similar to if he didn't have facial hair. It would be darker on the right and lighter on the left. I just don't want to deal with hair right now. And there would be...
That's why I cut mine off.
Especially with the up-close photo like this, you tend to have a reflective highlight at the bottom of the nose. So it's not dark at the very tip. I don't know how well you can see it on the black and white photo, but there's a little bit of reflective light, so you want to make sure to leave that in.
Yeah, you can see it.
Let's see.
It's those subtle things.
That's where you can really pull off the realism. So if with no facial hair, let's see how much we're going to kind of make up here. The nose does kind of come up a little bit. That one comes down. We've got shading here, and unfortunately, it's hard to tell in this photo what that area is, so I'm just going to let it be for now. And we can always adjust it. So this is kind of negative burning around the nose tip. And if it was a person without facial hair, you would probably fade it out a little bit here to the side. And get the cheek. It's probably right about here.
I'm going to go get your water.
Oh, thank you. So just kind of blend that out a little bit. Just so when I go to erase my pencil lines, I don't have to worry about that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take those out. Sorry if it shakes the camera. Oh no, guys, we're alone. He left. I should tell you a silly story about him, but I can't think of any right now. Alright, flip our board. And I really can't see my reference photo now. Ah! Okay, he leaves the room and I fall apart. What is up with that? Okay, there, I got my reference photo back up. I'm going to touch down in a darker area, which is over here on the side of the nose where there's a crease. See, all of this can be darkened, so I'm not worried about that value right now. In fact, I'm sure I will darken it. Thank you. Oh, thank you. But we're not going to use it.
I know.
Okay.
We don't have the torch going today.
You said the T word. Need to have little flashing sign that goes off every time you do that. Alright, we'll take this pencil line off. And I did push a little harder on the graphite today, trying to get it transferred without fighting with it too much. So that means I have to fight with it on live.
Kathy made a theme song for you.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah, it's the Dr. Pepper, old Dr. Pepper theme song. I'm a toasty, you're a toasty, would you like to be a toasty too? Apparently she can't get it out of her head now.
Oh. If I didn't think I'd have copyright issues, that would be perfect for my channel. For my channel video trailer that I need to do.
Yeah. Who'd you get to sing it though?
You.
Not me.
You.
Voice.
Oh, I would have Jesse do it. He's used to singing in front of people.
That's true. He could do a punk rock version.
There you go.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Alright, so I'm just trying to...
Look, I used my lid for my coffee.
You did.
See if it works.
You do know that they could still hear if we whisper.
What?
Yeah, they can still hear us. So
all of our secrets.
I know. The world knows.
Oh my god, it worked.
He made lids for his coffee cups so that when it's colder, he can put a lid on it and keep it from losing heat as quickly.
You weren't sold on that idea so much as keeping Moon out of the coffee cup.
Yeah, that works too.
Because we have a hound dog.
Who loves coffee.
And you can't leave your coffee cup around, otherwise you come back and it'll be like half empty and there'll be coffee all over the place and Moon will be like standing away from it like, well, I didn't do anything.
It wasn't me. Alright, so this side of the nose will be darker. So let's get that in there. I don't want to stay too long on any one particular nose because I really do want to get it done.
Okay.
And so over to the right we have a bit of a crease that comes down on the nose. It separates the nose tip from the nostril. Let's get that in there. And the way the light is hitting it, his face, there is shadow on this side.
That's some pretty dramatic lighting.
I just haven't really worked. There is, and that's kind of another reason why I picked the photo, because
some high contrast.
I did bump up the contrast on the photo.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
That way I could see better where what was what.
Kathy says, LOL, coffee dog.
Yes. Oh my gosh. She
even is coffee colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got some espresso.
She's like yeah.
She's a tricolor hound.
Brown, black, and white.
Yeah. Maybe that was a sign. He's been trying to drink coffee. I say trying. He pulls it off if you're not paying attention. Since he was a puppy, he has always.
Should probably get some when the kids are here.
Well, probably. He always got a call when. Every now and then I would let him have a little bit of coffee as an older teenager. He'd get into his. He'd go cuddle it next to him. And then, see this line, it's throwing me off because we do have hair here, so what I might do is just add some illusion of hair so that the lines make more sense. Because right now they're not making sense in my brain as much. So,
well, I've learned to just to just watch you because you'll sort it out. So just shut up and enjoy the ride.
But not with
shut up, hubcap. Sit down and enjoy the ride.
No, never shut up.
It's gonna get real.
Never shut up, hubcap.
I know.
Never. Alright. So this helps my brain see it a little better. I'm just not going to put all the detail in.
Is that just for your association then?
Yeah, it's just because the shape of his nose was looking off. And it was really bothering me. With some lines just, implying the hair.
Yeah. It
makes more sense.
I see.
And so I'm not trying to fix every single thing.
So, for Adel, I think is how you pronounce his name. Since he's having to use a translator, is he subtitles on right now? How does that work?
I'm guessing maybe.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought about subtitles for Andrew.
Because he's Spanish, but I don't know any Spanish.
I knew muy un poquito.
What is that?
Very little. I understand it more than I speak it.
I took Spanish in high school.
I did too.
And
then where I worked, I used Spanish.
I only learned 2 phrases.
You should have learned more than 2.
Well, I only remember 2 phrases.
Okay, that is...
Yo soy muy interesante. And creo que en la cabana. Or no, el baño. That's right.
What about the bathroom?
No. See, I only know one thing. Something about I believe someone's in the bathroom. So sorry, Adel. I don't know Spanish. Otherwise, I would translate. Now, if we had any...
I could not translate my...
If we had any German-speaking folks, I could do that.
You could talk to them just fine.
Yeah. Kathy says, good idea bumping up the contrast. Never thought about doing that before. And also looking good already, Val.
Oh, thank you. I think at least from my brain, putting in the lines just to imply hair made the nose look closer to the photo, which makes me feel better. It's me. It sucks being a perfectionist.
¿Dónde está el cuarto de baño? That's what you said.
Why do you want to know where the
I know.
something bathroom is?
Yeah.
Alright. Poor guy, he's probably shaking his head going, listen to these people butcher.
He'd be like, unsubscribe, thumbs down.
Oh, I hope not. Please don't. It'd be nice, though, to have Connell in, because Connell does speak Spanish. As he is from Mexico.
Well, Eve says she learned some Spanish, but it's not fresh at all.
And it's been a long time since I've had to use it for any length of time. So.
Spanish is actually a good language to know, though, internationally, because in Germany, there's a lot of people who speak Spanish because
a lot of Germans moved to Mexico too.
Because in their version of high school, they take a lot of them take English, but a lot of them also take Spanish because it's such a popular language.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't compete, if people's German is bad, I can't even use English right now.
Words not working.
If their words aren't good in German and they don't know English, and if you're in Germany, if you know Spanish, you might be okay.
Oh. I didn't realize that. There we go. See, there's bright highlights over here. That's why I'm not spending a whole lot of time trying to get those in. But
Second nose.
yay! I achieved something. It looks like a nose.
You're evoking Gandalf right now. Grandpa Podge says, the hair helps me see the nose more clearly as well.
Oh, good. Okay, so it's not just me. Because the nose was really looking off, and it's still, the line under the nose can go a bit darker. But it's not just me that it was throwing off. Thank you, Grandpa. Watch him be the same age as us. He's just somebody's little someone's grandpa. Grandpa. Because you're Grandpa, too.
Yes.
Alrighty. So I do want to... Oh, I'll get that in a minute. There is texture with the pores, so we will put some of that in. I do still need to get some more of that pencil off, but I want to get this line in before I forget.
Oh, that looks nice.
Kind of smooth it out.
Yeah, if the pencil line's gone, it looks like sharpened up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like without those pencil lines in the way.
Yeah, the pencil lines can throw you off. That's why I try to erase as I go. Because when you burn over them, it'll like darken your burn.
Ah.
And then once you erase, if some of that... Because sometimes graphite will come off when you go to erase. Your burn line will lighten up. And you have to go back and adjust everything again.
Connell says, Valarie is a great teacher.
Oh, thank you. Gracias.
He also says, Buenas tardes desde España. I don't know what that means.
Buenas tardes. So good morning.
Oh, and is that like...
No España.
Is it? Okay.
No España.
What does it mean?
And what's funny is when I learned Spanish in high school, I was in Texas. That's when I was still living in Texas and growing up there. So I had a Texas accent. It is hilarious listening to Texans speak Spanish. It is hilarious.
I think it's hilarious listening to Texans say anything.
Just speak. Yes, we're a funny bunch. I lost my accent within, it took a little while.
Yeah,
anyway.
But when you start talking about Texas, within 15 minutes, it's back.
It's back?
Yeah.
I thought it was only when I was mad. Or talked to family there.
Well,
friends.
I hope I don't hear it. If that's the case, I hope I don't hear Texas accent often.
You don't.
Or at all.
You don't.
It's not directed at me.
No. No. Alright, so let's darkening up his...
I can eat really loud and see if I can make that happen on stream, but...
I can speak Texan if requested. What?
It's just not.
No. Don't ask me to bless anyone's heart.
Oh, God.
Okay, so we know the nose goes in there. This area does need to be darker because that's where there's less light hitting it directly. So I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to switch over to the Optima. That's what I'm going to do. In fact, I probably should have started with the Optima. It has a lower range. The I can go lower on the heat setting to get. Alright, bump that up to a 3, and this is the spear heater. Takes about, at a 3, it takes 27 seconds to heat up.
How much more work are you going to do on this nose?
Well, I just need to darken this area the most, I think, so that I can put in some pore detail with the...
I'm just asking. We're 30 minutes in.
Okay. Luckily, the next...
Because it's a nice looking nose. I know that the depth of contrast may not be to your liking yet, but it does look like a nose.
As opposed to a toe?
As opposed to not looking like a nose. Or not being detailed. It looks very detailed.
I bumped up to 3.5. I'm just trying to darken the bridge and a bit of the... I would definitely spend more time.
Oh, I'm sure. Now, one thing that isn't coming across like really well, is at least on my screen, is that the contrast, the dark parts are very dark, and like
there's no midtones.
No, the shapes that you're pulling out are not immediately evident to me, but I do see them after I stare at a while. But I think you're able to see them better from your reference.
So is it the midtones that you're not picking up as well?
I think so. It's just the shapes are not as clear.
Okay.
But what you're doing is clear. So
let's see here. Tighten it up a little bit. I'm trying not to do any... No, I just did it. Ah! Messed up there. Alright, that's going to turn into a pore.
That's what I thought you were doing.
No, I was trying to...
God, you should just roll with it and be like, oh yes, and I started to put in pores. It was all part of my plan all along.
But I really want them to see that I mess up. That I mess up all the time.
What? No, you don't.
Yes, I do. All the time.
Val is always perfect. She only messes up on stream intentionally.
No. I wish that was the case, to be honest with you. Alright, it's going too hot now on this side. On the edge, it heats up hotter, and that's why I'm having that problem. So I bumped it down to 3. I really want to darken this area just enough to... Because when I touch down with the ball tip, I don't want it to like... I'm actually looking at it. It's more squiggly lines than ball tip. So, I'm just going to lightly use the tip of this pen and kind of what painters would call scrumbling. I'm just... kind of moving it around. Let's see here. This is a darker area.
That's interesting because...
Is that picking up the texture that I'm trying to get?
I think so, yeah. Some places they call it scrumbling and others call it scumbling.
I just moved my tip. I don't know which one's the right one. I love listening to people from different areas and how everybody pronounces the same word.
Mm-hmm.
It's always so cool. Let's make sure I'm still on camera. But there's going to look like less texture in the highlight area because things are kind of whited out. Though there are more... Let's see here. Tap it a little bit. No, I don't want to tap with this tip. Don't want to do it. But
No.
I'll tell you. That's the wrong pin, but that pin is necessary. I'm going to switch over to the ball tip. It'll also make the scrubbing, the moving around a lot easier.
Okay.
What did I just do? I took off the wrong pin. That's what
know.
I did. Alright, this is the ball tip. Ouch!
What did you do?
I dropped something.
Well, it wouldn't be a stream unless you were throwing stuff.
I didn't throw anything.
For me to fetch.
Ow, you don't fetch. Alright, so I think this will be a better pin to get my point across. I kept it on the same...
Pin, point.
That was an accident. You can also use this for shading and for darkening some of the lines. This area is darker. Let's get that in there. And it goes over here a little bit. Actually, I think this pin in circular motions is probably the best for texture.
Yeah.
Such as this, yep. If I don't keep going over the same area, coming across.
Well, I guess what's nice about the ball tip is because of the nature of it, because it's round, that even though your board is sanded, it's not going to catch on anything, and so you're going to have a easier time pushing it where you want it to go, and so you don't have to worry about it catching.
Let's fix that.
Especially in a face, like when you're trying to do fine detail, you know. Necessity.
I probably really should have started with this pen because I'm getting really good texture for the skin.
Yeah.
With this one.
Yeah, Eve says, "Ooh, skin texture."
Yeah, it's coming across really nicely.
Yeah, that is nice.
How many people do we have watching?
9.
Oh. Well,
we're missing some of our regulars.
We are missing some of our regulars.
Okay.
Oh, it's the holidays. I can't get upset. It's the holidays. People are traveling, cooking, shopping,
Yep.
doing whatever they need to do to get ready, or whatnot. So, alright. We'll tap a few of these in lightly. Not too close. Almost looks more like freckles. Let's see, we need to go up here.
Wait, he actually has them. You just can't see them in the photo.
Is that what it is? Alright, so I would keep moving this in small circles, trying not to go over the same place because I'm not trying to blend or smooth it out. I actually want this texture. And this pen is definitely really good for it. Try to go in the direction of the different skin folds and you should start getting your person. Yeah, I highly recommend this for skin texture. I never looked at it that way, so. Alright, we'll move on over to our...
Well, we have all learned something here today.
Yep. Oh, I'm always learning something in the live. For whatever reason, the lives have turned into, hey, let's find out what happens here. Don't know why that has happened. But... So, I would definitely keep working on this gentleman's nose until I was happy with it.
16 hours later.
I'll start on... Okay. What time are we at? 11:43. What nose do you want next?
That is a good question. The holiday coming up is Thanksgiving. Is a question from Jeff.
Yes. So do we want Jessica's nose? Or do we want Miss Young Lady's nose? He's doing this. There we go. So.
I'm waiting for chat to catch up.
Yeah, it's just on screen now.
Yeah.
Baby nose, lady nose. Baby nose, lady nose.
Baby.
We got baby.
We got one vote for baby. Beetle in the box says it looks great already.
Thank y'all. Alrighty.
We got one vote for baby.
Baby it is.
Wow.
Little Jessica.
Okay, we got 2 votes for Beetle. Beetle in the box says baby too. So.
Okay, alright, so we're going baby. For this one, my darker areas is her nostrils. And if you noticed on people, nostrils are not black. If you're painting them, they tend to be brown.
Adele says he knows some English, but the basics he learns watching a tutorial.
Oh, cool.
Thanks. And it continues like that. So he's continuing like that. And he says that he likes your videos very much.
Well, I appreciate that, and I do hope they help for both of your goals.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get...
Kathy Whitney also said Jessica's nose.
Alright. He's got a bit of... I'm trying to think. Looking at my baby photos, she has a bit of my nose.
Oh, that's
from
cool.
when I was a baby.
So Adele, he wrote that in English, but he also wrote the same thing in Espanol, so that chat could see.
Awesome,
so
thank
we
you.
have a sentence and
Translation.
a translation.
Perfect.
So we're learning pyrography. Beetle in the Box mentioned this earlier, that this is a language tutorial and a pyrography tutorial.
Yeah, we'll just throw it all in there. Why not? Alright, let's get the lines out for the nostrils. Now, baby skin is smoother. It does still have texture, but the pores are smaller, and so you do have to pay attention with that. There is not on, let's see here, this is Jessica's baby photo from when I was holding her for her birthday. So we don't have a whole lot of reflective light hitting the bottom of the nose, but there is some. There's more shading at the midway point than there is for the tip. See, with this now I have to worry about the ball tip kind of making blobs where I don't want it. So I'm actually going to put that one away.
So when you're starting like you are, like starting on doing something like a nose or a feature or anything, so what tip would you recommend using, starting with?
The flat round.
Flat round.
That's the one I just went back to.
Okay. And can we see that?
Yeah.
That is a flat round.
That's
okay.
my
That
flat
makes
round.
sense because it's flat and it's round. It almost looks like a spoon though. Am I just...
No, this is not a spoon shader.
Oh, it's flat. It's totally flat.
Yeah, it's totally flat.
It looks like a ping pong paddle.
Yes.
In miniature.
Yes.
Oh.
Alright,
But
so
what if you could play ping pong
trying to smooth this out a bit.
with your pyrography tips?
You'd have to
You'd
be
be amazing.
so much pressure. Let me get the burning part down. Alright, so we have excuse me. I'm getting a little warm.
You're getting warm?
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting cold.
I'm under the lights.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm getting the shading in lightly just so I can start erasing.
Okay.
Baby noses have mushy noses with shading underneath, you know. Alright, so now I know that the tip is right there. Let's see here, this is a little darker there. Here in a minute I'm going to do the announcement. That way I don't forget.
Good idea.
Alright, trying to take out as much lines as I can. And since I pressed harder on my transfer, the graphite's sticking around more. I have to work more to get it off. I'm not going to stress about the lines erasing because they're still kind of there. Alright, so let's pull up our shading around the nose. Let's see here. Not as smooth as I would want. Alright. So there is shading at the bottom of Jessica's nose, just not as dark as there is here. So I can pull the shading up from the bottom so that it's a little more smooth blending. Right now the nose looks dirty. As I lifted my tip, it's going to be a little hotter. So let's cool it off.
So what was good to know about the tip?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's probably just a habit that you've gotten into then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Anytime I lift the pen, I know it's going to heat up, so I try to touch down an area I've already burned, and it's a darker burn. And then I can move across the board to get to the area I want more. With the lighter shading.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see here. I'm going to try to take off some more pencil. And I'm going to have to do a lot of smoothing. Alright. Babies tend to have less, I don't want to use the word character because they're a lot of character, but when you're doing portraits and burnings of them, they have less, what's the word? What am I looking for? They have the cuteness, but the textures and shapes are smoother. They're less defined than in an older face.
It's because they're a blank.
Tabula rosa.
A blank palette. Blank canvas.
Blank canvas.
Yes. Life has not hit them and held their head underwater.
Unfortunately, right now, because I did burn over some pencil line.
Wait, that sounded bad.
Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Okay. I would never do that.
No.
I meant life.
Because I did burn over some of the pencil line. It's kind of burned into the wood, and so it looks like I outlined.
Well, that's not going to make you happy.
I will work on fixing it. Yeah, if you burn over the graphite line, especially if you're trying not to outline, the graphite underneath can make it look like it's outlined. So I'm going to have to try to remove it. Let's see if... and that's like one of the reasons why I bought this sanded eraser. Was for this.
Oh, I didn't realize you were using that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the first time you used that this stream?
No.
Oh.
No.
Because I know that I saw you using the Vanish. But...
Oh, no. Alright, that's a little better. That's good. Makes me feel better. I don't want to mar the wood, but I do feel... feels a little rougher. But this is the Mono Sanded Eraser 512A from Tombow for ink. They also have one for typewriter ink, but I don't know how rough that one is.
So you're killing us with this secret announcement that you.
Oh, is it time?
You said you were going to do it, and then you just started talking about other things.
Well, I said I'd do it as we were going. All right, so I shall put Jessica's nose there. Let me turn this off. All right. So let me turn off the picture for a minute.
You turn it off.
Because we are doing that.
A giveaway.
Hold on. It hasn't caught up to them yet.
I'm sorry.
It hasn't caught up to them.
Well, no. They're doing it now.
I know, but it'll pop up on their screen here in... Oh, gosh. There it is.
Yeah, but they're going to see it. Oh, my God. We're in the future. It doesn't matter.
Yes. Alrighty. So I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed to the channel and asked questions and shared. And I just want to say thank you. And I wanted to get this done before the holidays so that...
Get the giveaway done?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Get the giveaway done before the holidays so they can use what I'm putting out there. I only have one that I'll be doing, and this is international, but I'm giving away a Coarse Hair Optima pin. Not my pin. I will buy a new pin for you, whoever the winner is, and we will do this international.
Wow.
In order to be entered into the giveaway, I just posted the Optima review yesterday.
Okay.
So you have to go over to that video and watch it and leave a comment down below. Be subscribed. I was trying to think if there's anything.
Wait, what kind of a comment? Like a specific comment about
That's
the
what I
giveaway?
was trying to think.
Yeah, because if people just comment on it, then then they're entered and they don't even know.
Okay, good point. So let's see here. What would we put in for?
Just giveaway.
Okay, giveaway. Fine. I was trying to be creative, but fine.
Creative.
In the Optima review video, in the comments section, please put giveaway and share the video. Make sure you're subscribed. You do need to be subscribed, please. And we will draw a name next live, which is next Wednesday, 11 a.m. Arizona time. And as soon as I have your shipping address, I will call Pat up and pay for the order and have him ship it to you. So, again...
Anywhere in the world.
Yeah, anywhere in the world that is legal for the U.S. to ship to.
Wait, Nova Scotia?
I believe is legal.
Canada?
I believe is legal.
France?
Oui.
Germany? Spain?
All them places.
Portugal?
Yes.
Zimbabwe?
Oh my goodness, are we going to go through the whole globe?
All right.
Any place that is legal in the U.S. to ship from.
International Space Station?
I don't know if NASA would take one up, but that would be cool. So this is the Coarse Hair.
Space Pyrography. Any astronauts out there, you know what to do.
Coarse Hair for tip. Oh, let me get through this. Oh, the one I will be ordering for you will only have one foam grip unless you specifically tell me you burn really hot. Yes, Beetle. Italy too. If you're a hot burner.
I'm an artist. I don't know geography or math. Fun fact.
Oh, we'll never get through this. We'll discuss extra foam if the person who wins.
You should show them what a one pad one looks like. So
well, if they watch the Optima review video, they will see.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I want them to go watch the video. The Optima review video, I have placed it in the iCard. You have a week to watch and comment and share and like and subscribe. And
1 week.
1 week we will do the drawing next Wednesday.
Live.
There is information in my video if you do not have an Optima burner.
Information in the video.
As to whether or not the Optima pin works on the burner you may have. And I'll just say, in general, yes, we should be good across the board.
Good across the board.
Hi, Michael Ann. So that was my little surprise I wanted to give away.
Actually, big surprise. I'll stop.
Thank you. I tried to get through this. And my brain keeps resetting every time you do it. And where am I? Okay. So, this is...
Sorry.
This is one of my favorite pins, and I wanted to share. I know Optima is the only brand who makes this tip, so that is what we're going to do. I'm giving away the number 17 Coarse hair and fur tip from Optima. Alright, let's go back to our regularly scheduled, what we were doing. What was I doing?
You were...
I was burning a nose.
Burning a baby nose.
I was burning our grandbaby nose. I actually need to move. Oh, I probably should pop this off the screen now. But I do want to put the... There we go. Oh, no, I don't want that. Go away. Go away. There we go. Okay. So, here we go. I gotta move my references so I can... Ooh, look, I got distance.
What?
The tape.
Did you throw something for me to get?
No, the tape stuck to my finger, so I flicked it, and it got distance.
Moving.
Alright, so we're going... Let's go back to Jessica.
Clarice says that's a cool giveaway.
Well, I just want to say...
Oh, cool.
I just want to say thank you to everybody. It's been an awesome year. And I do know that people are making gifts for family for the holidays. And I thought somebody could really use it. Now, and the other reason I did the announcement during the live, besides not wanting to make another video, is I wanted to ensure that more of our toasties had a chance to win versus somebody who just looks for giveaways to enter and would never use the pin or...
Well, it's a good way to do it because even if they watch this after...
Yep, it's still a week.
Yep, they gotta go a week.
In fact, I think if you look on the calendar, is next Wednesday, November 28th?
What? Where's the calendar?
On your phone.
I don't have my phone with me.
On my phone.
Where's your phone?
Over there.
Oh, God. I'm not getting out of this, am I?
No.
See? I am fetching something.
No, because you're going to look, not me.
Moving, my lord.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, here's so many icons. Wait, now what is the day?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday is the 28th. Wait, it's 29th.
It's the 29th. That's okay.
Yep.
So November 29th will be the drawing for the Coarse hair pin, and I will have all of the information in the description of this video once it replays. And I will put the information in the Optima video as well.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water.
Okay. So, I will say that if you don't own an Optima, use this base, the pin should work fine, or a bit of adjustment for some of the other burners out there. But I did make sure to test that in the review video. Alright, so trying to get as much pencil off as I can. And I'm sorry I don't have the older gentleman's eye video up. I will try to get that finish today. Well, I don't know about finish today. Actually, with grandbaby coming up, we have work to do to baby-proof the house. Alright. Don't say the Christmas word. Gotta get through Thanksgiving first. And hopefully, we are taking the kids to Bearzona this weekend. Some more reference photos for me. Both with Jessica playing at the petting zoo and getting to go for this first time. He's 13 months old, so should be fun. This is a high highlight right here on the nose. That's why I'm trying to skip it. I just feel like the nostrils are off. Don't know why. I fixed that and it just made it worse. Alright. So, in that top drawer of the pastel box, why did I say pastel like that? It's because I've been listening to Sheldine say pastel. Pastel box. Can you grab me a white colored pencil, please?
Yes, my lord.
No, not my lord. I just need to be able to put this high highlight that's in there.
Am I in the right box?
It should be the top one. Oh, I put them away.
Where are they?
Just a white colored pencil, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I just want to be able to put in, let's see here. So this line is darker.
Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
That's a Prismacolor very thin. Those work very well for detail on woodburning. Alright.
Wow, you did a lot of work in the short time I was gone.
Have I?
Yeah.
See, I'm still off. And I see where I'm off. So, make sure I'm on screen. With nothing in the way.
Oh, Sheldine's here.
Hi, Sheldine. Sheldine's actually getting that tip.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, it's one of the tips I ordered for her.
Oh, okay.
So,
Let's see.
this needs to go out further. It just doesn't feel right. I don't know why.
Wow, Michael Ann says she's so behind. I'm finally starting Christmas cards today in between baking pies for tomorrow. Wow. You're way ahead of us.
Everybody's always ahead of us.
That's true.
Alright.
Clarice says, it's amazing how soft the shading is.
This is the Colwood, and it's about 0.5 is the heat setting. And I'm trying to smooth this out. We have darker up against the nose. Line. Two. So this is a little, make sure I'm on. Yes, you can see. A little darker, but since I held the pen up off the board, it heated it up more. So I have to remember when I touch down, if I don't touch down in a darker area, it's going to make that blob, which it did. But it's under the nose, so I'm going to blend it in. That's okay. I've kind of lost the shape of the tip. Moon's awake.
I should check on her.
Yeah, let's blend that out. You know what? I can always scratch or create a highlight. So let's go ahead and kind of darken some areas here. Get that Alright. I want to make sure it looks like a baby's nose. Not twos. Alright. Because this was a head-on photo, the lighting is a little more equal along the bridge of the nose. It's less drastic or contrast than the older gentleman's nose. I'll bring this down. So Sheldine, this is my grandbaby's nose. Her cute little squishy nose. Oh, I feel left. He left me again. Throws me off. I've gotten so used to hubby being in here, reading everything to me. Throws me off. So because we have less context in regards to the cheek lines, I went blank on this. Let's put it in. Maybe it'll make me feel a little more correct in what I'm doing. Because I do feel like the nose is off. Hi, Maureen. There we go. So we do still have darker here. Yep, we do have darker here. So let's put it in there. I think part of the problem I'm having is that the photo reference that I'm using is the one I transferred from. So I'm seeing lines. Should have been looking at my other printout. Oh well. So next semester for Jason, one of his classes conflicts with our current schedule for the live. So I wanted to start getting input from people now as to what days are good for them and times for the lives. See, I feel her nose is off. It's just bugging me. Yeah, let's try it with the ball tip pen. Because this doesn't feel right.
She had to go outside.
I can't believe I just did that.
Whoa, Chad went crazy while I was gone.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well, Maureen's here, Charlene's here. Valarie's. Alright, so I'm heating up the ball tip. Let's make sure I'm on screen. Alright, now I can put in a little finer detail. And hopefully that will make me feel better. What?
Make you feel better.
Yeah, I feel this is off.
Mm.
So I don't push down on the tip. Hopefully your tip should glide over your wood. And that helps get you a smoother burn. Yeah, I just feel her nose is off. It's bugging me. And to fix it. But nose doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the comment from Sheldine?
I did not.
Saying that you're a gran.
Yep, I'm a gran. Yeah. 13 months now.
Yeah, it came up the other day at school. was my professor. I told him that he asked me what I was doing for the holiday. I said, well, our kids are coming up, and they're bringing their granddaughter. Our granddaughter. And he's like, you're a grandpa. And I was like, yeah. He's like, I think you're a grandpa. I was like, yeah, man, I'm 48.
I'm 4.4. Alright, let me try to reshape her nostril a little bit. This is just an X-Acto knife. I'm using the side of it. And hopefully, I can kind of fix a little bit.
Sheldon says, when you're drawing someone so close to you, you're naturally overcritical of yourself.
Good point.
That is true.
That is true. This is not my preferred method of fixing, but... Oh, you know what I can try to fix with? Maybe? The sanded eraser. Let's see if that will kind of make it flow a little better.
Seeing it live. Experimentation live.
See, this does less damage to the wood than the knife does. Using a knife is not my preferred way of fixing. It's doable, and when it's lighter, it works pretty well, but just not the way I like to do it. I think her nostrils curl up a little bit more at this angle. So let's try that. Her head is tilted a little bit. It's not 100% straight. And that might be what's kind of bugging me too.
Sheldon says, X-Acto to the rescue.
Sheldon's used some rescuing techniques the last... What are we on, Sheldon? 3 weeks now of a lot of lives?
Sheldon says, I love how there is still room for correction.
The easiest way to have that room is to doing the layers and starting off lighter and building it up. So I'm going to try to blend this a little better so that it doesn't feel so off. And then maybe I'll feel better about it. Let's see here, it goes off this way, and it goes down a little this way. Now I picked up the tip to turn my head and cough, so I need to touch down in a darker area.
Oh, Michael Ann's gotta go.
Bye, Michael Ann. Have a great Thanksgiving.
She says, have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Sheldon says, into our 4th week.
Is it 4th week now? Whew.
That's what she says.
She has been working her fingers off.
I know.
Alright. Yeah, it still doesn't look... It looks better on camera, but me looking at it doesn't...
I think it looks fine. But again, I'm not... Like Sheldon said, I'm not as close to it as you. Well, I'm close to Jessica, but I'm not the one doing the art, so...
I'm thinking...
I have a different perspective. Plus, I'm looking at it on a screen and not directly, so I'm seeing it from a different aspect.
That's true. Let's see here. I'm switching over real quick just to smooth things out with the medium spear shader.
Medium spear shader.
And then I'll add a little bit of white highlight to Jessica's nose.
Okay.
I'm going to turn this down. It's at 2.5 on the Optima. And let's go up a little bit. Maybe if I put a little bit more shading, it won't feel so off. Let's see here. Maybe that's part of it, not having the full context of the face, or at least a little bit of landmarks for the face, and maybe that's what's throwing me off. Because I know something's supposed to be here or there. So let's just darken some things up a little bit, and I think it'll be okay. Now there is roundness to the nose, so you kind of need to make sure to have your heating follow that roundness. And that will help give it more shape. More of a realism 3D effect. That in there, because that is a little darker. That's a little darker. That's a little darker.
That's the key to all art, I think, is being able to see those minor variations. And like the longer that you spend working on something, the more that you look at your reference, whether it's a live reference or photo, or it could even be sculpture, I guess. But the more that you spend time with it, the more you see of it. And that's the key. And the key is really seeing what's there. I think that's the key to art.
Seeing what's there?
Yep. Seeing what's there accurately. Not just saying something in general.
Let's pull some heating down here. I think I'm getting a little happier with this. So that's good.
That is good. So how long are we going to go?
Not much longer. That's why I'm trying to just kind of blend this out so that I can get to an area where I feel comfortable having this stay on YouTube without updates.
Yeah. Well, Sheldon's. This is a nice comment. You become very good at observing details with the time you spend with it. Yes. I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Observation masters. That's what Sheldon says. Yes, masters of observation. I do feel it.
Let's see. Okay. Maybe adding a little bit just of this will feel better. Kind of like when I added the hair for...
Oh, yeah, for the mustache.
Yeah.
For the nose. Yes.
Yep. Let's see here. We do have... That's hotter. Let's see. That's supposed to be darker. Bring that out for her cheeky. I'm just trying to make sure that the shape is right. And yes, there are times I talk to myself.
Yeah?
Yep.
Luckily, I never do that. Said no one.
Said no one. Because yes, you do. Sometimes I hear you. And I answer back too someday. I do answer myself. Actually, I think a lot of artists answer themselves.
I don't. Yes, you do. I don't, though.
Yes, you do. Alright.
Yes.
I think...
Charlene says, observation masters. Only in observing art, though. Not everything else around us. That's true.
Yeah.
I can be pretty oblivious.
I still need to get your trailer, and I know you wanted to adjust your video.
I forgot about that.
I've been so busy that I did too.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I need to get... Is the trailer ready the way it is?
The trailer's ready.
Okay.
That's fine.
Because I would like to get it up on the video, on the channel. Who wants to see Jason's trailer for Oblivious 2 tomorrow.
They don't. Does anybody even know what that is?
Well, if they watched your first short video movie.
Is anybody here who's watched that though?
Yes, Eve has seen it.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Alright. I'm just trying to smooth out this line because it's too... It should be going down... It's too horizontal. So let's kind of break it up a little bit. It could be the grain. Sometimes the grain of the wood. Because every single grain is different. Will kind of interfere. One area will burn darker than the other. That's just part of the fun of working with wood.
Do you find that you're sometimes unintentionally riding the grain? Like letting the tool slide along with the grain?
No.
Oh, okay.
In general, I don't. It's not that you can't. I can't think of a time that I have. Well, I guess that wouldn't be completely true because if what I'm burning goes along with the grain, then I guess I would be doing that.
I could see where, for me, it would be distracting. Like I would unintentionally be following the line of a grain sometimes.
This is...
So Eve is asking about Layla. Layla is much better.
Much better. Much better. Thank you. Much better. Still cranky with her sister, but overall much better. Luckily we haven't had any fights with those two in a couple of days, have we?
No.
Okay. No. Alrighty, so we got baby nose. Squeaky baby nose. Let me put the pin down.
Well, Beat on the Box just made a comment about people who buy works of art don't observe half of what the artist does. Maybe they don't appreciate it or they don't recognize it overtly, but they are recognizing it on some level if they're buying the art, because something in it is appealing to them, even if they can't express it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's get some highlights in there. Hi. How many times can I say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
Sheldon's asking where the first Oblivious is. It's on the channel, right?
It is on the channel.
Okay.
It says Drawing with Fire presents Oblivious. I still wanted to show the video, but I didn't want anybody to think I was doing clickbait. So I was trying to be careful with that.
Yeah, because people can be like, what about this is pyrography?
Yeah, exactly.
Do I need to integrate some pyrography into the next videos so that people be like, oh, that makes sense now. Now I understand why this is pyrography.
So this is a Prismacolor Very Thin. They're good for details. And they leave less waxy residue. No, but the highest highlight is right here.
There's a bird outside your window.
Yeah, they've been doing it the last couple of days. I think they're cleaning up the track. Alright, so on our older gentleman's nose, we could put a little bit highlight here for the reflective light. I'm not going to go dark. And it may not actually even show up on camera. I'll get a little highlight here just to kind of define the shape a little bit better for the tip. And
Sheldon says highlighting is my favorite part. You know what? I think it's a lot of people's favorite part because when you get to the point of highlighting, you're almost done. You're past the stressful parts and it's gone through its ugly stages, and you're just making details pop at that point. So it feels really good.
That's true. And with burning, when you're putting in these high highlights, if you choose to do it with color pencil or any other media, this is the very last step. You don't burn over the color. Because
if you were doing that prior, if you're not going to use it, you'd have to leave in the highlights.
Yeah.
So the brightest part of the work would have to be the natural color of the wood.
Natural color of the wood. you can scratch out. Again, is not my favorite part. I don't like it as much, but people do. You know what? I might scratch out a little bit. Highlight for the hair. That way I'm not messing with the nose.
Oh, okay.
Just to show that.
Just to show the process?
Yeah.
That's fair.
So, this would just be the highlight for his hair. Not every hair would be highlighted, as we saw in the hair video. It's a video that I did. Is that coming across okay?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'll change the angle. Yeah, I'll change the angle of the board.
Yeah, it's coming across.
Because the light is kind of...
No, it's coming across. But you can tell in the darker places, like in the darker shadow, it's more evident. In, like along the left side of the nose there. Yeah, that's really coming across good.
Some of this goes all the way up to his nostril. But the darker the burn, the more you have to gouge the wood. I don't like it.
Well, who likes gouging?
Some people do. Alright.
Amazing.
So, there's no highlight there.
Made magic again.
Made magic? Yeah. It's just a nose.
It's not just a nose.
It's just a nose. There we go.
You're a wizard, Valarie.
Alrighty, let me take Jessica off the screen. Baby.
No, don't take the baby away.
Take the baby.
Oh.
She's all for us. There we go.
Grandpa Podge says the highlight shows up best when your hand puts a shadow on the nose. Oh, okay. I see.
There.
That makes sense.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching it happen because I'm watching in the past, but commenting in the present, which makes me even further behind.
There we go. So we had the older gentleman's nose.
Yep, throwing stuff on the floor.
I wasn't aiming for the floor.
Fetching
The other nose, the other nose for this young lady. I'll go ahead and pop that up just so you can see.
Oh yeah.
She has a piercing, and there's more shadow below the nose.
Mm-hmm.
And then along the bridge of the nose, but side, not the top of it. So for this one, if I was burning this one, we would go darker below the tip. There is still that highlight from reflective light that bounces off up to the bottom of the nose, so we really want to make sure to get that in.
Mm-hmm.
And you also need to look at the tone of the skin itself. This young lady happens to be Indian, so she has a warmer tone.
I thought she had a little bit of color to her skin.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Oh, she does. So I would try to get that in there as well. And leave the highlights unburned. So that's where I would go with that one.
Well, Sheldine says awesome.
Thank God.
With 4 exclamation points.
4. Like a
Quadruple
4.
Awesome.
Okay, so we got Jessica's nose. And without context, it just doesn't look right for me. I need her baby eyes. So,
we'll see them this afternoon.
Yes, this evening, yep. So that's where we're at. Hopefully if I do, maybe. Well, he said, I can't write yet. Let me tilt it. There. Is that a little better? It is. Alrighty. So, that's where I'm going to stop the noses. Maybe I should just plan on doing 2 instead of 3.
I was thinking that. But I did not want to tread on your dreams.
I really thought I was going to get through 2 noses. Okay, and don't forget about the giveaway for the Coarse Hair Optima pin. I guess I kind of do that again. There we go. So to enter, be subscribed to the channel, comment on the Optima wood burning review, which I posted yesterday, and post giveaway in the comments. This is international. As long as it's legal to ship to your country from the United States, I will have it shipped there. And all the details will be down in the description for both this video and the review video. And the drawing for the pen will happen next Wednesday, November 29th. So make sure you get that in time.
Amazing.
Thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully this video has helped take you one more step in your burning adventure, and that did not read right. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell to be reminded of the lives and when I post a new video.
What?
I'm trying to get this off the screen. There we go. I'm sorry. Also, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment on this video and the Optima 1 dual burner video. I appreciate you spending your time with me. Happy Thanksgiving to those in the States. Hope all is safe and well and fun. Happy burning, guys. Bye.
Bye.